It's Agent John trying to find a backup plan in case Jason doesn't do what he wants. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review with Life with Chelsea for General Hospital, April 5th, 2024. Okay, so look, Agent John went to Drew and he was telling him basically, do he know? Well, first he was asking him, have you seen your brother? Have you heard from him? Do you know what he's been up to and all this other stuff? And I said, what he up to? And he basically tells him that if he finds out that he knows anything that Jason's doing, he could be sent back to Pentonville. And I say he trying to get in his head. Talking about, so if you find out any information, let him know. I say, look at him. Do y'all think that if Drew finds out anything, he's going to actually turn it over to Agent John? Comment down below. But Jordan was in the office. They basically talking about how to make Port Charles better and all this stuff when Agent John comes in. I said, you know what? I still wouldn't trust Agent John. I wouldn't trust him to drop the charges against Carly. I wouldn't trust him to not go after Jason or Sonny. But speaking of Sonny, so who should we start with? Sonny and Natalia or Jocelyn now? So Christina and Jocelyn over here arguing over Sonny. And I think they had talked about before that Christina didn't fully know what Sonny was into. Now, she heard the stories, obviously. But the look on her face when Jocelyn was telling Molly to show her the reports and the pictures of Cyrus and he's an old man and all this stuff, I said, I wonder if she actually going to show her. I don't think she can show her, actually. But yeah, the look on her face is like she didn't know. I was like, right. I said he could have fought back, actually. I said he could have fought back. I told him fight back. I said, Cyrus, fight back. Why you just sitting there? I said, he just beating on his man for no reason. But I do think Cyrus was working the ankle. Look, I was kind of hoping that, in regards to the whole Pikeman thing, I was hoping that Cyrus was in on it some type of way. Because he over here just act like he just so changed or whatever. But then he over here threatening Austin and stuff in the doggone hallway. Well, it wasn't a hallway, but in a staircase. We haven't seen Cyrus lately. I just realized that. But yeah, I was hoping that it was Cyrus. It was Woo. It was a whole big thing. I feel like that would have been really, really good to find out that it was Valentine, obviously Mr. Brennan, Ava, Cyrus, who else I said? Woo. I was about to go and talk about Mr. Brennan, but I ain't finished with Molly now. So Molly ends up telling her, after Christina is like stormed off or whatever, she tells her that's her father. Of course, she loves him. She's pregnant. She doesn't need to stress. I mean, she be stressing herself out technically. But Carly ended up telling Jocelyn that she has too much anger inside of her and she's only hurting herself. I said, right. But now Jocelyn, first of all, Jocelyn told Carly that Dex applying to be a cop. She didn't get to fully tell her or, talk about it because Christina heard her talking about something. I said, I understand. I bet y'all say y'all sick of me. I'm always talking about I understand both sides. I understand Christina because that is her daddy. And if you heard somebody talking about your daddy, of course you're going to defend him. But I said, I like that Jocelyn don't back down either. But I'm reminded of what Esme told her. I think when she first came to town and they was at the hospital, she was like, she said, minding your business is free, but minding my business is going to cost you. Every time I see Jocelyn, I think about what Esme told her. But Jocelyn was basically saying how she's worried. She still loves Dex. She's worried that Sonny going to have him off because he's applying to be a cop. And I said, snitches get stitches. Nah. I said, he can't. I said, you don't need to be worried. He should be worried. And he ain't. He determined to take down Sonny. I still feel like it's crazy that everybody running around acting as if they didn't know Sonny wasn't no coffee importer. I just realized I don't think we talked about nobody. I said Marley, Carly, Christina, Jocelyn. Oh, we talked about Drew, Jordan, and Agent John. Oh, yeah. Do y'all think Jordan and Drew gonna end up hooking up? I said, that would be kind of foul considering Curtis and him friends. But they ain't never stopped these folks before. It's like Agent John said. What did he say? He said, you and your brother was both married to one of them and involved with the other. I said, I said, that's true. Nothing too much happened with Sam and Dante. They was talking about Jason again, and Dante was trying to get her to see that trying to keep Danny from his father is just going to make him want to go see him more. I said, right. I said, he already been to the courthouse and everything. She talking about you can have your phone back, but you have to turn the location on. I said, he going to turn it off when he goes see Jason. I said, I get it. She's trying to protect her son, obviously. I was about to get ready to say Jason ain't doing nothing. He working with the FBI. But I forgot that Mr. Brennan and Valentine was talking about, didn't they say something about eliminating him or getting him out the way or something like that? And I also said, they be acting like, okay, your father is living a dangerous life. I'm going to keep you away from him to keep you safe. They still know that that's his son. I get it, and they know, I'm sure they know where you live. You in the same house. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I said, they had like keeping these folks like, oh, I want to protect you. I said, they know where you live. First of all, I'm sure they know where you live. They know that you his son or you his ex-wife, his baby mama, whatever you want to call it. So what you talk about? Do y'all think that when this all goes down fully, that somebody gonna get grabbed? I'm really hoping that they don't let this fall through the cracks. This whole Pikeman storyline, I mean, technically it been fell through the cracks because this was how many months ago? Mr. Brennan and Anna. So he gonna tell Anna, he wants her. I feel like they be playing in her face. He gonna tell her he's being framed. I'm being framed. I need you to help me find out who's framing me or whatever. Then he's talking about getting out of there. I said, she help him out of there. She a fool. Because he going to take over the organization for himself and it's going to be worse. She was like, she'll help him if he give her a name, who's running pikemen and all that. He's like, oh no, you haven't found any evidence and all that. I said, sir, do y'all think that this would be an interesting storyline in regards to pikemen? Do y'all think it's someone else involved besides Valentine and Mr. Brennan? I think lastly we got Lois, Brooklyn, Sonny, and Natalia. So first they was talking about, the wedding dress. She was having problems with it, but I think they ended up getting it fixed. Natalia ends up telling Sonny that she's still struggling with accepting her daughter. She thinks still that it's about her trauma and what she's faced. Sonny was trying to get her to see that maybe that's just who her daughter is, but she still ain't listening. Because then she have a meeting with Brooklyn, and she tells her basically she want her private life to be private. And y'all know how I was asking yesterday if she was her manager. Apparently not. She was just saying, you may be a manager, but I'm her mother. I know what's best for her and all this other stuff. I feel like anytime folks say, I know what's best for her, they never know what's best for anybody. And I said, oh, okay, of course Brooklyn knew. Because it was at Brooklyn in them house, right? At the Quartermains that they had a party, I think, for Scout or somebody. So Brooklyn and them did know that Christina and Blaze go together. Do anybody say that anymore? Go together? But yeah, Brooklyn tells Natalia that Sonny wouldn't appreciate her trying to keep Christina a secret. I said, apparently Christina don't care. I think eventually it's going to be too much. I think either that's going to be too much, Christina going to be upset, her and TJ going to get involved or something like that, or Christina going to get attached to this baby. I said, or Christina going to get attached to the baby. Christina already attached to the baby. Every time we see her and she talking about the baby, she mentions something that she shouldn't be mentioning. She told Nina, and I don't think she's supposed to be told Nina. She also told Nina that she want to tell people about the baby. And then she'll correct herself and say it's Molly and TJ baby and all this stuff, and it's their choice. And I say, if you got to correct yourself that many times, it's a problem. Your mama told you. Your mama tried to tell you. Everybody like, it's okay, let her do it and all that. And it's going to be a big old falling out over this. But I think that's everything. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the day and be safe. And a great weekend.